people are missing. Harish Reddy is missing today. I'm not sure why.
Harish sent a message a
Ah,
little late. I will join little late.
okay. Okay. So good evening, Deepika. In the car, I know you are wearing mask.
Evening.
Good evening, Bharat. Good evening, Shashidhar. Good evening,
Good
Mr. Raghuram
evening.
Natarajan. Let's start as always with some positivity, dose of positivity.
Uh,
Call it as
Couple of
October.
things.
Hmm, hmm.
Tested positive and tested negative. So the actual positive vibes again. And a few months ago, I said that I was nominated for division director position. So now the results are announced. I'm division director elect for one of the divisions in UAE in the Toastmasters. That's one thing. And things are fine.
Great.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So when you say divisional director means, I mean, what exactly? I mean, you head a particular division in Dubai, or
Yeah, it's like a Toastmaster club. So now
that's a
I'll be looking
Toastmaster.
after kind of 18 clubs.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll be with the four area directors and other 18 club presidents and members. So I'll be having the Toastmasters business and for those things, like kind of in charge.
Okay.
It's a service leadership
Right.
position again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yes, sir.
Last 15 days, of course, last 1 month, thanks to the lockdown in Karnataka, thanks to the lockdown in Telangana, I was virtually connected on a pan India basis with various like minded people. And practically, I have been doing anywhere between 3 to 4 one-to-ones and trying to explore possibilities of connects, explore possibilities of future relationship with business associates across the country to seed regarding my products and services, which we would like to take it on a pan India once the situation improves. So, in that way, it has been a very, very positive and rewarding month for me, where I was able to do a lot of these kind of one to ones, which I could not have done in the normal course of time because my physical activities would have kept me busy. So, in that way, I take it in a very, very positive way, an opportunity for me to reach out to people, communicate what I do, and lay the foundation for the coming days. That's exactly what I have been doing.
Super. Meenal joined and went out. Meenal has something very nice to share, something very good to share. Deepika, Bharat also just went around. Should I share? Okay, I have a lot of things to share. Okay, so
I thought, okay, you will share on behalf of Deepika.
no, I don't know. So
Yes, I think you can go ahead.
one is acquired a new big client. Yes, we did only a tripwire. We didn't do a proper program. Standard Chartered Bank globally.
Wow.
A few days back. It was for around 95 managers across Southeast Asia. So
Wow.
that was a big thing. Although there are a lot of people who were trying to put across different points of view, saying that no, it's about you just can't say that you can go as far as you can see, and from there you can see further. I think there is much more to it and all those stuff. But I think slowly it turned around. That was one as far as professionally is concerned. And as Mr. Raghuram was mentioning, same is the case. A project which probably we started discussing about this project in 2015 or 2016, where a retail chain where it's a dream of a couple of people. One of them resigned from Mars. iPad, I don't know who's it. It's Subbu or Meenal, I don't know. These
Meenal
were,
joined with separate account, I think.
yeah. So this was something a dream of a couple of people who started off. One of them was a former head of Mars India, and another was I don't know what is his background. Purely out of passion, they started organic food, and it became popular in US more than popular in India. So we wanted to train. In fact, we have been talking with them since 2016, and So we started off, the actual start talk was for the retail stores because they also have a retail chain. And when the retail chain, we started off, we could not do it because, they were occupied. They are one-man army kind of retail store. It was not a big retail store, all small retail stores. So we started off with their sales managers, with a lot of other training. But courtesy lockdown, lockdown means Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, all three are in lockdown and their stores are in Hyderabad, Bengaluru and Chennai.
Oh.
So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, all days I'm occupied as far as training is concerned for retail on the store managers. So there are around, so that has been keeping me occupied on the toes, and a lot of YouTube videos as a political analyst, and a lot of controversial things and good things also. And I have something else to share in a big way that's coming up probably while others share, I think later I will share. So looking forward to Bharat. I think Bharat must be having quite something to share. I'm seeing him. I've not seen him because I'm only seeing the notification. I've not even had time to go inside because, occupied with too many trainings, a lot of YouTube and not giving an excuse. I think I will have to rework on my time management also because almost yesterday itself, I think I gave, okay, I'll tell you. Every day I'm getting, calls saying that, sir, interview for me, YouTube, news channel, all those things going on. So unfortunately could not connect with Bharat, but Bharat has, I think, something great to share.
I'm not sure how, the days are going so fast.
Bharat?
The days are going so fast, so we don't even remember what happened nowadays.
Yeah.
But we also launched our corporate community video. You must have seen it, JVC.
No, I've not seen anything, Bharat. Let me not give you a false thing that I've a lot of things to catch up as far as you and Ascentive is concerned.
Yeah, so we'll send the link on the group. So we launched a community video and it was all about community members talking about it, not me, more about community members. So gave a great different view of how it is happening. So tomorrow I have a community meeting and 3 visitors are coming in tomorrow. So looking at how we can expand this community much better in Mumbai. And personally, everything is fine. There's no challenge. I don't know. The days are going on so fast, then we also forget what to say next. But everything is good. There's nothing.
Community in the midst of this pandemic is something which is amazing, which you have done. I think.
Yes.
I think Sandro may not believe in what I'm saying now, basically, because I gave him a different picture altogether a few weeks back. Pirsha and Phil. But it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We will speak on. Nothing else.
Yeah, Bharat. Okay. Yes, Meenal, looking forward to hearing from you. Quite a good things, you have to share.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
I cannot hear him.
Good evening.
I can hear you because you said like this. Good evening, everyone. From the nose. Good evening, everyone.
Meenal has
the way you talk in Sophia College, right?
Meenal has become soft like her collection. New collection.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, that's the Meenal whom I know.
Yes, I did not really hear whatever you said because my sound was on mute and I was figuring out.
Because when you said first time good evening, this was the way you said good evening, everyone.
Because I was trying to log in from 2 devices. The network was not really good.
Go ahead, Meenal. Go ahead, Meenal.
She's frozen.
Frozen. Shruti. Meenal, are you able to hear me?
Good evening, everyone.
There's some network issue. I guess I'll log in from another network.
No, you're okay now. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I have been taking sessions at Sophia again.
The video frozen again.
Meenal has got back her account. Okay, she will tell. I should not be saying. 2 weeks she has got into it. She's training big time now, every Saturday. So she has to communicate. Come back, Meenal. Yeah, Shruti, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Best thing happened to me in the last 15 days, and I'm glad I'm enjoying teaching and looking to associate with more academies.
Yeah, we are able to
Am I
hear you.
audible?
Go ahead.
Best thing is happening to me in the last 15 days is I'm enjoying teaching. And yes, and also trying to get associate with the big academies in the Hisar.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the thing I wanted to share with you all. The rest everything is we are safe and we are fine.
Okay. Great. Let's wait for Shruti. Sorry, let's wait for Meenal. Shruti, all the best. Your health is
Thank
fine.
you, sir.
Everything is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall I go ahead then?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys remember that I did exit poll for Tamil Nadu. So post that, once we published, there was a guy by name Kolakala Srinivas, who's supposed to be pretty famous, who came forward, who on his own called me and said, we want to do a YouTube video with you on what's your findings, because your findings are completely different from what we have heard outside. So this was, if I'm right, it was in April 30th, if I'm right. Morning he called me up, and afternoon we did, and it went viral. It went viral in the sense, say, in matter of hour or so, it crossed lakhs, few lakhs. So, and suddenly I was buzzing all around, and then followed by many other people started asking me for videos, views, and all those stuff. And there came a time where a couple of weeks or a month back, there was too much of talk about, should vaccine be exported? Is it right? Are we on a shortage of vaccine? Again, this same gentleman reached out to me saying that because he saw my book on the photograph. So he said, is it the book on, because I somewhere see that it is a pandemonium and COVID, is it a book on that? I said, yes. And then he said we should do an interview because there is so much of fake news going around. So I clarified why the vaccine export had to be done. And even now, to be honest with many of you, countries like, close to my heart, countries like Kenya and Uganda, they've hardly vaccinated 1 lakh people. Okay. And they have to vaccinate close to around 10 crores. And they all feel that India is a country where, because so many Indians live there. So many Indians live there, and so much of economy, linked with this thing. So it was very good. It was very well received. Again, very well received, very less criticism. Okay. So this was something. And then series of videos from various people. I'm saying no. In fact, this is a time where in the last few weeks, I've been saying more no's than yes. Fundamentally, because I have to look at the credibility of the person who's going to do the interview and publish it. Although a few people have requested me, and I'm going live on Sunday, and live audience is coming around 5,000, 6,000 kind of stuff on Sundays with a very nice guy. Okay. So these are all happening. So something good happened a couple of days back, which I will share, but we have Meenal back, we have Anand back. So let them share, and then I'll come back. And then I wanted to take you through something which we have discussed in the Become a Speaker course, but something which was conceptualized in the last few weeks, and which I had used pretty well, and which I would like to share with you, and probably that should be a kind of presentation which we should have in the coming community meeting. So to take it forward, so let me pause at this point in time. Let me not continue. So a lot of things have been happening. So let's go back to Meenal and go back to Anand and then come back. Yeah, Meenal.
Good evening,
Get your
everyone.
mojo back,
Finally
Meenal.
get a better network.
Get your mojo back.
Yes, sir.
Get your mojo back.
I am, sir.
Ah.
I am, sir. Back in action.
Hmm.
So a few weeks back, in fact, it's quite a long time, I was hitting lows, both mentally, emotionally, everything. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, trainings came in. And when trainings come in, first of all, I have to prepare myself to be there and to deliver whatever I will have to speak. And for that, to deliver it with efficiency, I have to believe in it first and go through a journey. So I went on it, I went through it, that went inside me, and I experienced better version of myself. And I'm on that journey. I'm grateful to it and I am progressing at it. Students are also very lovely this time, just like the last time. And we'll complete it within 1 month more. So yes, this is the good thing and the highlight that is going on, which is keeping me in high spirits for these times. Thank you so much, sir.
So every
Thank you
Saturday,
so
give
much.
us more information, give us more information.
Yes, sir.
Give us more information.
Yes, sir.
Whom are you training? What are you training upon?
So,
That would inspire our other people also.
So the last time I had just 20 to 25 students. They were fluctuating, like the number was 20 to 25. But this time, just because of the feedback they got from the last time, the number is doubled. So I now have around 50 students on an online class. Initially, I was very fearful because I had to take it on Google Meet, on which I've never even attended any single meeting. So conducting a meeting and then going through the process, it was completely new. But then when I went in front of the screen, it did not feel that it's an alien space for me. It felt like I've been here. This is my zone. And I can be the best version of myself right here. And also, when the feedback started coming in, when students who were hiding themselves, first of all, the teacher, she said that we've never seen a class where students turn their camera on and sit in front of us. But in my session, everybody had their camera on. So that was a kind of achievement. In fact, the before and after, that is the beginning and the later on of the session, when the teacher came back to peep in, she said that the voice and the energy by which I am greeted at the end of this session, that is something very different from this level to that level. So the response that's coming in, both from the students, the participation, the way they're taking this process, because we have 1 week's time between one session and the other session. So they're also having time in themselves to inspect, to understand the process in a slow and efficient way, wherein I give them activities every week. And the next week, just like we discuss good things, students come in and then we also discuss good things. So it's going on a really nice note. So that is it.
Superb. So tomorrow you have a
Great.
Yes,
So you've
sir.
done how many
From the
commandments?
commandments.
You've done how many commandments?
The commandments, we'll be starting with the commandments from tomorrow. Yes, sir. So before that, we did with
Don't
the
give-
subconscious mind.
Don't give too many things because they'll get
Okay.
confused. Make it extremely small. I'm not
Okay.
saying that you don't give means I'm not saying
Mhm.
be stingy or conjuice, but I'm
Yeah.
saying information overload will be a problem. As a
Yes.
trainer or speaker, just because I know everything, that doesn't mean that I should give it to everybody.
Give it to everybody.
I should know what is the level of the people, and also online at this point in time, what are the challenges they're going through. So give what they can take and what they can act upon. Okay. I've also found that these level of people, when you give more and more and more, they get confused. They don't know what to do. Okay.
Yes.
So open your mouth wide enough, speak with
Yeah.
energy, those basic things cover
Mhm.
and make them to do.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm
In
saying.
every session, we are
Yeah,
having
make
that
them to
thing,
do,
sir.
make them to do, let them make mistakes, let them talk, and that's the only way they will learn. Okay. Because why I'm saying it is because
Yes.
you are doing this after become a speaker program. Last time you did this
Yes,
after
sir.
my train the trainer in Hyderabad. After that, I came to what is that place, Ajmer, and then you started. Now you've
Ajmer.
gone through the online program. So what you would be tempted upon is, okay, Sriram sir had given all these things, so I should give. No, your level is different. The level of people who are sitting here is different.
Yes, sir.
And the level of students whom you're targeting in the Sophia College is different. Okay, take care of that. That's the only piece of advice I have.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I've not been talking to you, but I know you will,
No,
handle it very
I
nicely.
understand.
That is the reason why I said, okay, you will go on. So that's why I kept quiet. Okay, keep moving. Yes, Mr. Anand
Thank you,
Nataraj,
sir, for
Anand
being
Padmanabhan.
there.
Good evening, all. Nice
Good
to be back.
evening.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. So, last couple of weeks has been more in terms of helping the Leather Sector Skill Council with their performance appraisals. I created their performance appraisal systems with the KRA and KPIs. Created a scorecard of how they could measure the metrics and more of the HR stuff, which I got done for them. Just in time so that the salaries don't get delayed, because I was running against time to get this whole work done, because it's after a long time that I put this into practice, something which I had learned years ago and which probably I've not used or let go of. I just got it back. So that was something like learning revisited. So helped me get recharged also. So I know, okay, now what needs to be done. A basic system which I put in place for them. So that was one of the good things that I got done. So felt happy about it. Of course, we implemented the fixed variable pay concept for them. So that was something new for them, which they've been talking about. So I think I did a decent work in terms of getting things moving on time. And now the task that I have for them is to prepare an L&D calendar along with their HR guy. So trying to figure out what to give for whom, because I told them only one thing, that one size will not fit all. You need to understand what is each person's learning curve and what is the specific requirement. And yeah, I know you will have a bouquet of training to be done, but then look at the commonalities and let's get that moving first before we engage with someone and then do a specific set of training for their individual requirements. So that's the recommendation I've given them. So I think tomorrow and by Monday I get started on getting that L&D calendar for them for the year. So that's what's happened to me. And we're working on our product development. We are working on creating an assessment platform which can be used across schools, colleges, universities, corporates, and also that work is going on. We hit a roadblock. We gone a bit slow on that. We are behind schedule by 2 months technically, because of a lot of other projects which came up. So that's where we stand. But then yeah, next 2 months we'll have to make up for it. And my aim is to have that product launched at least by August 15th, the MVP. So that's a goal which I've set. So the date is there. 15th we set it. So that's developments at my side.
Okay, super. Nice.
I have only one thing to say. Awesome, sir. Awesome. The way how you presented today, like there's no comparison.
Nice background. Are you at home or this is a new virtual background or
No, I'm at home. I just changed the virtual background. You get the glare of the tube light. So yeah, I chose the virtual background.
Okay, super. Okay, so coming back, so Tuesday, I think this gentleman called me up and said, there is a huge drama going on. So can you participate in a debate in Tamil channel called News 18? For those of you who may not be knowing News 18, News 18 is part of the CNN IBN network, which was originally Mukesh Ambani's channel and the Tamil network of the same. So I said, absolutely no problem, but I have a training session in the evening by 6:30, 7 o'clock, it'll get over. No, he said 7 o'clock. And he said, probably they will call you, but you'll have to be ready by 6:45. I said, no, I don't think I can be ready by 6:45 because only 7 o'clock only the program will get over and 7:50 only I can start. No, they said no. So I said, okay, fine, leave it. And unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, on that day, the debate was with P. Chidambaram. P. Chidambaram, the former finance minister, was coming on that day. So missed it. So again, these guys called me up yesterday and saying that, sir, we again have a same program. It's more to do with, completely to do with vaccines. And there is so much of misinformation going on. So can you please join? And I said, okay, 7 o'clock in the evening. Okay, 6:45, you'll have to be there. Okay. So, because this is something for the last 15, 20 days, I've been working on a particular concept, which is basically how do you set up a narrative, even in a presentation or anything what you do. Okay. So I thought this is the right opportunity for me to put this into practice. Yes, I know this was something which has been discussed during the Become a Speaker course, but not in this structure. Okay, not in this structure. In the passion element, we have talked about it, we have touched base about it, and it is written in the book also, but not in the structure which I'm going to present right now to you, which probably I feel that would be a very nice structure to go forward. Going forward, it could be a very nice structure which you can use and we can put it into use. Okay. So I didn't know who was coming, various things. The thing was, there is a vaccine shortage, vaccination is not happening, and vaccine is the only solution. And India has unfortunately exported vaccine, and people have not been vaccinating properly. There is so much of misinformation happening, and so blah 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 blah. So around 5 o'clock, I get a message on my phone, or who was going to be the participants for this particular debate. It is a debate. It is a proper television debate. And for those of you, this was the first time for me to appear in a television debate. Television, yes, just that on the May 2nd, election result came on May 2nd, no Anand. Okay. So May 2nd, I was there on a television, but that was more of sharing certain information. But this was a proper debate in a proper channel with a good viewership. And the moment I saw this, I forwarded it to a few people. This was around 5 o'clock, 5:10, I got it. 5 o'clock, my session was coming to an end yesterday. And I sent this particular thing. And immediately I got plethora of messages from all my friends. I had sent it to my school and college friends. They said, first, why did you accept this? Because the anchor is a guy who is probably anti-central government. And you have few people here who are absolutely anti-central government, who will set the narrative. One is a criminal lawyer, former editor of Frontline. Another is a poet who has won national awards, and he's a master in fake narrative. And they kept on saying, so pretty well. See, at the end of the day, first thing which you need to understand is, any time you are going beyond your comfort zone, everything, whomsoever you are the Barack Obama or Narendra Modi, and I can tell you, I can vouch for it, when you are entering into an uncharted territory, you will be nervous. Again, I got it yesterday. Okay. So it is an epitome of, it is just an attestation of the fact of what we have spoken, that it doesn't matter how you grow, how much you grow. Sriram, have you grown? I don't know really. The backing was, I was introduced as somebody who had done enough research on the vaccine. And unfortunately, one idiot spoke about no reference point as the book on vaccine itself, which is not the case. You know how media sets a narrative. Okay, vaccine was one part of it covered. Somebody had mentioned that Sriram's book is completely about vaccine. I don't know what he read. And unfortunately, last 15 days, the sales of the book has also been increasing. I don't even know. I'm not even campaigning, but people are going on ordering and buying in spite of so many lockdowns and various things happening. So I know pretty well that message is going down the drain, that, okay, something of this kind is happening. So I decided, okay, fine. By around 5:15, my session got over. Between 5:15 and 5:30, these were the kind of messages which have been going on getting. So immediately, I was nervous. So a few calls came. They asked me, why did you accept? I said, see, why did you accept this? No, you're going to get abused there. Whatever you're going to say, you're going to get abused there. And they have a tendency to abuse. These two guys have a tendency to abuse. And one of these guys is basically a big guy who had been an editor for Frontline, for Sri Lanka, and also for India. And he is very much known for his rabid thoughts. So you're going to be cornered. So be ready for it. And they also knew that, when you talk about friends, you are going to appear in television for the first time in a debate. And they would have also got the information that you are appearing for the first time. So I decided to put my formula into use. What is the formula? It's very simple. We have all heard me saying, facts tell, stories sell. It's not me who has said this. Bharat would say, Andy Bones was the one who said this particular thing. Facts tell and stories sell. And probably it came from Ivan Meissner himself. I don't even know. Okay. And also, story is a fact combined with an emotion which propels people into action. For the last few days, when I look at the kind of media information which is going around, particularly WhatsApp University, either it is in favor of the government or against the government. It is about anything. People have started speaking based on no evidence. There is no evidence today. Okay. In fact, we are in a situation in our nation today where you can say anything you want to say and you can go scot-free and you will not be held accountable. If any of you, I'm not talking politics here, I'm talking about anything. Anything. You talk about anything you want. And unfortunately, these voices are gaining ground predominantly because they are, like I have a good friend of mine called A. Srinivas who lives in Domalguda. who's one of the very few chartered accountants who appear in the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. I think I've spoken about him to in the COE also. He would always say that, when you go to the law, he's a lawyer, he was a police, he was an IPS officer who did not join IPS, a police service. He qualified as an IPS officer. He's a lawyer, he's a chartered accountant. Then you know the kind of person he is. He looked like a ruffian. And when he stands and talks in Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, he would always say, either you argue based on your fact or based on the law. If neither are in your favor, based on your voice. Okay, your voice should be so powerful that everybody else becomes. So the voice has become, I'm the one who have been always talking about power of human voice, power of human voice, power of human voice. But unfortunately, the voice is being used in the wrong way. If I can go loudly talk, loudly proclaim, this is my fact, this is what I know, people will start buying the theory. So I said, any presentation, any articulation, any narrative you want to set, go with three things. Go with three things. I call it as FDS. FDS. In fact, you can test it in your own when you're making presentation, anything. Fact, data, story. What is a fact? What is a fact? Like take the case of Bharat Jitani, who is into referral marketing. 65% of new business comes from referrals. This is the data. And the fact of the matter is, out of 1 million startups which start in America, 800,000 closed down by the 1,000th day. This is also a fact. And this is the data. And now you can build a story around that. Enough stories. Now, these are, and that fact and data also needs to come from, I've also found one more thing, the data, if you are going to supply that data, because none of us are into data management. None of us are into data analytics. Data is going to come from some source. But Bharat and me knows that 65% of new business comes from referrals is a thing which comes from New York Times. When you say New York Times tells this, the data has got credentials which otherwise would not have. Because we are not an agency. Okay. So what I did yesterday was, in fact, this is something which I've been working upon. So in fact, every one of you, I would say it is not fact, is basically what is the truth. It might have a number, it might not have a number. The fact is, E-Myth, the book says, E-Myth, I must have heard of this book called E-Myth. In the E-Myth book, Gerber or Gerber, whatever is the name, he says 80% of small and medium enterprises closed down in America within the first 3 years of its establishment. That is a fact. 65% of new business comes from referrals, told by New York Times, bestseller, New York Times. Now, around this, I have to build a story. So, I went purely with the fact, the data, and the data, what I have is the data what you will have. So, vaccination, either I can get the data. In fact, when I was speaking with one of the guys called Data Guy, there is a guy by name Data Guy. Uma Shankar is his name. I think Raghuram must have seen that guy. In the same group, he's also there, Uma Shankar. So when I asked him, sir, download everything from the CoWIN app. Yeah, CoWIN app is there. How many people are getting vaccinated is there. How many people are getting vaccinated on a daily basis there. But then this is not enough, because this is a data, this is a data which is available on Indian platform in domain, which everybody knows. So yesterday, this is where the preparation, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I'm just telling you the secret, a known secret, which probably others would not know. I just went one step further and said, not yesterday, I have done it few weeks back. I don't know how many of you remember or not, when we did a program called One Thing to Avoid, a webinar. I'm not sure any one of you had joined that webinar or not, sometime in the July or August, about startups. At some stage, we'll have to go for funding. I did an exclusive webinar. Raghuram, I think you remember that particular thing. I think you saw that when you were in the train, in the Rajdhani Express. You're okay, Raghuram, sir?
Yeah.
You're looking concerned.
No. Actually, we had some power cuts. I was just shifting places and just.
So at that point of time, I remember one of the guys who came to the program, Tarun Mahajan, chartered accountant. He talked about how all over the world, the one data which is undisputed is from Bloomberg. Not sure how many of you have heard of it or not. Meenal is looking at it, staring at what is Bloomberg. Bloomberg, to get a Bloomberg terminal itself is going to cost you a few crores. Okay. And if you say Bloomberg tells this, if Bloomberg tells this, it means beyond your ISI, ISO, all this certification, Six Sigma certification. So I decided, okay, I will use this as the Brahmastra. The last, and you should also know in a presentation, when do you use your Brahmastra? So yesterday in the presentation, what happened? In the debate, just I'm sharing with you. First few minutes, first that guy, that whoever I talked about, the DMK poet from the another party who has got some lot of awards and all, he set the tone. Okay. Then immediately the anchor gave me the opportunity. And I didn't know what to press. I started talking, but I was on mute. This was not Zoom. This was some other app. So gone. So immediately on a pop-up, mobile phone rings, I'm saying, what, sir, whatever you're talking, we are not able to hear also. So what happens, because you're the first time. So then 23rd minute only I got. 23rd minute, next 6 minutes, I went on a hammer and tongs. And I concluded saying that manufacturing vaccine is not like producing a tomato juice. Okay. It is not like manufacturing a tomato juice where you can just set up one shop and then start doing it. Immediately went on Twitter. And then debates happened. They started, it was a very decent debate. But by the end, when I used the data from Bloomberg consistently, because one of the gentlemen this gentleman said, India has not done anything to combat COVID, which I think, in my book itself, I have said very clearly that if and only if, lockdowns had not happened at the right point of time, the measures had not been taken, we would have been in disaster, because we do not have the infrastructure, which we have seen in the month of April and May, that we do not have the infrastructure. Even 4 lakh cases, we do not have methods to handle. I do not know how many, every one of us must know somebody who has died in our vicinity, in a circle of influence. And they did not die in the first wave. They all died in the second wave. True or not? So this gentleman said, India has done nothing. Anchor asked, do you think India has done anything? He said, India has not done anything. And central government has done nothing. So I said, if you say that central government has done nothing, let me share with you that India holds 11 to 12.5%. This varies on a day-to-day basis of the vaccines manufactured in the world. And we are in the 3rd position. And the 1st position, I do not even want to consider, because their first data from day one is China. America has around 16.5 to 17% of vaccines on a daily basis, and India has between 11 to 12.5%. And the debate, and this was the last thing which he gave. And the anchor did a good thing of giving it to me, and the last. So, in fact, I want to also share with you one more thing, that having the last laugh. So, what happened at the point in time? Immediately, the guy jumped around. 2 of them guys jumped around and said, even government of India is not giving this data. Where are you getting the data? I said, have you heard of Bloomberg? And if you want to, you log in on a daily basis, go to Bloomberg.com between 5:30 and 5:45 every morning. The data gets updated because GMT time it is around 12:30, which means 12 o'clock, night. So it is around 5:30, 5:45. It gets updated. Government of India is also not giving. And that is not my problem. I've given you a data which is not available anywhere else. And the whole thing went absolutely flat. Now, what am the lesson? And a lot of congratulatory messages and a lot of calls, various things came about. It didn't stop. It continued till today morning. My small takeaways from this whole experience is, number one, no matter how you grow, how much is your experience, whatever is your stature, whatever is your profile, whatever is your preparation, practice, everything, when you are entering into an uncharted territory, still that beyond your comfort zone is coming. And when you're going that beyond your comfort zone, that nervousness will come. In fact, it is that nervousness which enabled me to prepare in a manner. And also now I'm exposed to digital, right? So everything is on digital. For the first time, I had to take printout of everything. Okay, I can show to you also, all the data and everything, bunch of printouts. How much testing is being done, how much vaccination is being done, what is happening in our country, what is happening in another country, what is happening, and where is it going. And I also, it was not that I appeared as an author and political commentator and a social worker. I also made it very clear that all these things of whatever is being told by the government of India, that entire India will get vaccinated by December 31st, 2021 is something which we should not believe. It cannot happen. But even 70% of India gets vaccinated with the first dose by December 31st, 2021, we will be much better off than what we are. And that is what we need to be prepared for. So, preparation. So what happened? That preparation came, practice came because of that nervousness. So as you're growing, we have to use that nervousness to the advantage rather than the disadvantage. Next, when you're about to embark a presentation, when you're about to get into, I think I'll let Tepu go out. I think he wants to go out. She neither wants to go, she neither wants to stay here. She's become the audience today. So the next is,
She wants to come on the screen.
She is already on the screen. Huh?
Yeah, so taking the limelight.
Ma. Sorry. So apart from when you're entering into a presentation, apart from whatever we have learned from Joshi about the image and various things which we have shared, it is very important, go with this structure, that this is a fact. This is the data which I have. And the data, if it is from an source which is probably a source which cannot be disputed. In fact, today when I went back into Twitter and started tweeting about this, everybody started asking, sir, how many of these guys know Bloomberg? They've not even heard Bloomberg. And the moment you have said Bloomberg, they all shut up because they're now searching, what to say. So get into that. And then build your narratives in the form of stories. A fact, data, story. So next community meeting, I would strongly urge a few of you to make a presentation, whatever is your presentation. Mine was about vaccines, about political narrative. Okay. Because vaccines, it so happened that COVID happens to be the topic on which I have written a book. Now, it could be anything. You can choose whatever is your topic, and we can discuss that in the next few minutes' time. We have another 10 minutes to discuss on those areas. So what are the facts you want to bring to the table? What does the data support? And where is the data from? And then, do you have stories to support the fact and data, which are real life examples? And then when you build up your presentation, then when you articulate, the impact of that presentation is going to be that much higher compared to a normal presentation. So we've all heard, you got to tell stories. We've all heard, we got to have data. We've all heard, facts are important. You also heard, I think, memory may be short, so I'm reminding you. You also learned that, in the Train the Trainer program or Become a Speaker program, that there are people who like action. There are people who like factual things. There are integrators who like data. There are reflectors who would like to reflect upon certain information. There are also brainstormers who would like to discuss based on the facts. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to bring everything. Now, not only in our community meeting, you can try it out even in your sales presentation. So if we talked about, even Raghuram sir can take up the fact about the wastage and all those stuff. And if you can collect data around that and build stories about how is it negative or positive? See, because when I made this statement, in fact, I've not made this statement in this particular interview yesterday, but in some other interview I made, do you know the amount of vaccination India is doing every day? India is doing a vaccination, number of vaccinations per day is equal to the population of Qatar. You will still keep crying, but Qatar is not able to vaccinate in a day. But India is vaccinating equal to the population of Qatar. So in your own ways, and when you're talking about it, I think you should bring both the positive, the pleasure, and the pain point. So when I talked about Mr. Raghuram Natarajan's business, it is also about when you manage your wastage and going green in a nice manner, what do you want to show? The story. And when you don't, what is it you want to show? When Bharat will speak about relationship marketing, that 80% of businesses is going down because probably they're spending too much of money on advertisements. They're spending too much of money on recruiting sales force. But they're not looking at another model called as a relationship marketing. So show those pain points of the businesses going down because of it, and also show the positive side of how businesses got established by adopting the relationship marketing method. Are you getting what I'm saying, Bharat? Then the stories will have a very powerful impact. Okay. So I strongly urge that, you can use Joshi's templates and add these flavor into the content and bring that data. Because I keep seeing, because one side which I have started watching on a regular basis, because you might also be thinking, Sridham, is it really true? In fact, yesterday the guys were throwing at me. How dare you say something which is not true? In fact, the anchor asked me, sir, you have made a statement. Is it really true? And this is really true. This is what Bloomberg.com. I hope you're able to see. And your exact all data. And India has today, as of today, 11% of the population, world's population, 15% America and China. When you have that evidence, this is for my field. You have to ask you for your own field. So how much India is vaccinating per day, and the way in which it is going, 22 lakhs 13,000. And how much is US doing? 9 lakhs 18,000. Preparation. So what happens? Your preparation. In fact, this is where I get a feeling that a lot of people, even in our own community also, I'm not sure how many of us actually take the pain of preparing and practicing. Practicing chod do, because you might have already developed into a good speaker. But even a great speaker need to have a great content with this. And content development is all about this. Okay, so that is where I would like to rest upon. It is 8:51 now. We have another 9 minutes. I would like to hear from you what is that you would like to share based on whatever you have heard in the last probably 25 minutes.
One thing I would like to just clarify, this Bloomberg, is it you mean you need to subscribe for it, or like you can, suppose if I want to have some data?
No. Bloomberg.com, that's all.
Okay.
You don't have to subscribe.
It covers a lot of
certain data.
all areas.
Global data will be available, but certain important data, if you want, you'll have to subscribe. You'll have to set up the terminal. The terminal itself will cost you a few crores.
Yes.
There was one tip I got from a speaker that sometimes when you want to read a newsletter or maybe a newspaper online, and then they show you some article and they say you to buy it. Okay, you have to subscribe it. So what to do? You copy the link and go to other browser and open it. It will show you the whole article. That's what I tried, and I tried it. It works fine. So you need to just go to other browser, maybe Bing or something like that, and put it that you get the complete article.
Should try it out.
And yeah, that's one. And another thing also I'll talk about it on another day. Going beyond a comfort zone, I'll talk about it another day. And today, let's restrict it to fact, data, and stories. Anybody would like to make a presentation based on these, based on your topic?
So I remembered yesterday only I did a presentation on vision, and there were trainers and counselors and doctors, and I read out my vision, which was 1.5 pages, 2 pages, and they were surprised. How do you have a 2-page vision? And is it possible? So trainers, coaches, and even counselors, they don't know about the vision part. And I was all ready to give them answers. So sometimes preparation, maybe because of practical experiences you are prepared and you answered, they are amazed to listen to all these things. And they're more interested to know about it. So yeah, so what you said, preparation has to be there.
And preparation has to be a very continuous affair, Bharat. It has to be a very continuous affair. It cannot be that I'm preparing for this. I've done all that, because it's the memory is stored.
In fact, I am also doing a lot of preparation in understanding the consumption of PET bottles, particularly the water bottles and the soft drink bottles in each city. What is the average consumption per day? How much of it is getting recycled, or how much is getting reused, or how much is getting into the landfill and destroyed? So I'm just making some factual data. It would be surprising to know that for every city, at least the metropolitan cities and the bigger cities, can you imagine what would be the per day consumption of PET bottles today we have reached? It is almost like average. It is 1 per citizen per day.
25 lakhs in a city like Hyderabad.
It's almost close to 85 lakhs, 1 crore.
So whatever is the population, what is the population of Hyderabad? I'm not talking about GHMC. I'm talking about only Hyderabad.
Hyderabad city complete. It's about 1 crore. So it's almost close to 1 crore of bottles per day. And if I say that I can convert all these into, let us say, t-shirts, to 12 t-shirts, 12 bottles per t-shirt. So imagine how many t-shirts can be made if all these are properly collected and recycled and made into t-shirts. We can make somewhere around 7 to 8 lakh t-shirts per day.
Per day, 8 lakhs t-shirts you can make per day.
Yes, and at a 300 rupee price. So you can see the opportunity of this scrap getting into some kind of an effective use. But where we are today, we are not even touching the tip of the iceberg.
Waste is gold.
So Raghuram sir, next week next fortnight make a nice presentation around this. Okay, fact, data, stories, show everything in a PowerPoint. It will be very good. And then have a question answer session. That would be great.
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah.
There is one Dubai firm who does from PET bottles to t-shirts.
Yeah.
And even in Pune, I have a friend who actually converts from the Lays and Kurkure, these plastics are there. he converts from there to handbags
Handbag.
and all these things. He's,
Yes.
he's a friend of mine, so I can connect you with him. if
Yeah,
you want.
but that's actually they're doing it on a small scale. I think on a more of a
Small scale.
cottage industry,
Yeah.
more of a passion rather than a commercial scalable model.
Yeah, to help women to do that.
Yes, yes. But if we can take that model and reach out to 2-tier and 3-tier cities and create a kind of a model that would be very exciting actually. For it'll create a lot of job opportunities in the smaller towns. So
Great.
you can help me to connect to that person. I'll definitely
Sure.
like to understand what can be done to scale up. Yeah.
Okay, we come to the last 4 minutes. Any wow takeaways from this session?
Facts,
This
data, and,
FPS has come out as a really eye opener for us.
yeah, facts, data, and story.
Yes.
Yes.
So maybe if you're not expert in any topic and you want to speak, then we should look at facts, data, and story.
That's it.
That's
That's
Yes,
it. You know,
that's it.
if you don't know, I am not a great expert in this topic. Go pick out the facts to get some data to support you and find out some real life stories which you can share. Finished.
Yes.
And have a Brahmastra.
I think
Can I
facts and
quickly
facts and data
excuse
part.
myself, please. I have to just attend one more meeting, so if you can just.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Simon.
We are done. We are done. Another 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay,
that's all.
okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm just leaving. I have to just get into that meeting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night. Stay safe. Yeah. Yes, Anand, you're
Right.
saying something?
Yeah, facts and data part of it I've used in presentations. It did help me. The storytelling part is what I really need to work on, because that's a winner. I'm sure that's a winner, because that's where it connects to people's emotions. Sometimes, like you discussed, what makes them take an action, or at least leaves a lasting imprint in their mind. So story is where I think I need to really work on. Yeah, there would be cases, but constructing it as a narrative, that's one area which I need to work on.
In fact, I have the data guy whom I talk about was, I was convinced, sir, only data alone is enough. I said, data alone is not enough. For how many people data will appeal?
Yeah.
But without data, you with data, what will happen is that when you go to a debate, when you throw data, others get silenced. But stories is where you connect.
So
That-
this is
that
the
was the
package to
moment.
connect with everybody out there
Yes.
who is looking for whatever
Correct.
they want.
Yes, Sashidhar?
Actually, there are so many wow. One is from as immediately said, awesome Anand sir, and your FDS formula is simply superb. Recently, I used the formula which I learned in a previous session, that is TISN, to introduce the speakers. Because recently I found only the Toastmaster platform is the venue where I'm seeking the opportunities to practice all these things. So the people really like that formula. And in fact, as I mentioned, the lockdown 10 days, I was going to some introspection and all other thing. What I figured out is I like to speak. That is where the core point is. And recently I was told that I'm a nice storyteller. Now, giving to the facts and data, I think I would be, things are clarified much at a mind, how to frame the structure or the any topic that we'll prepare. So,
So one more addition to my book.
yep.
And as Bharat rightly says, this can be a nice antidote for people who say, I don't have enough idea about the topic.
All these years I was telling I like teaching, but when I further digged into deep, what I liked is I like to talk. That's what I figured out. The new discovery for myself.
Right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Good night. All the very best. Keep in touch. Let's catch up in the next 15 days on the third Friday of June. Good night. Take care.
Good night. Take care.
Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bharat will connect. So, okay, Bharat is on it. All the best,
Thank you,
Meeta.
sir.
All the best.